Hey guys, another week, another game dev vlog, and this week has been, well, alright. I have gotten a little bit of stuff done, particularly to do with Finn's Fantastic Food Machine, or at least I've tried. So essentially I've been trying to reach out to different places about sponsoring or licensing Finn's Fantastic Food Machine, basically adding their branding into the game. They get a post on their site, and I get paid for it. But Armor Games and Cool Math both turned it down. For Cool Math, it's because the game didn't really seem to fit for their site. It's not as much based around skill or strategy, so they weren't too big on it. But on Armor Games, it was just that it was too small, which is perfectly understandable. Obviously, Finn's Fantastic Food Machine was a small game from the very beginning. It was initially made for the Game Jam that Cool Math Games was hosting, and when we went to finish it as a full game, we didn't want to make it too big, spend too much time working on it. So obviously there's certain restrictions that come with taking that approach to making a game like this. But one thing that has worked out is on Kongregate, on the monthly contest over there, we did place 11th, which is in the $250 tier. It's the bottom tier, and maybe if we had gotten it out sooner, we could have gotten a higher score. But based on the fact that the score has dropped back down after a little peak in the middle of this month, I'd say it probably wouldn't have affected it all that much. And of course Alex and I will be splitting that money, so it's not really that much for the work you put into it, but that's the thing with web games. It's very hard to actually make decent money. Even if it were a bigger game like what I did with Rotate, it's still very difficult to make decent money from it. There actually is one place reaching out about Finn's Fantastic Food Machine, and they've got a good site full of games. They get tons of views, but their whole model is of course based on ads, as are any of the sites really, but they definitely do encourage having ads in the game between levels and rewarded ads to remove a strike or something. They very much encourage that. And the thing is, like, that does sound good to try to make money, and we're probably going to just go ahead and do that to, well, be able to make a little extra money considering the financial situation we're in, but it's definitely the kind of thing we'd like to move away from. It's the kind of stuff that I'm really not big on with web game development. Just, that's the main way you make money from it, is ads. And I feel like that really takes away from what web games could really be. It's the same thing on mobile, really. Mobile, it's just that, plus microtransactions. In the future, I definitely do want to move away from web games as my primary source of income. That's what I'm going to be trying with that one game I mentioned I'll be working on later this year. So anyway, aside from Finn's Fantastic Food Machine stuff, this week some other things did happen. For example, the song remix contest results came in. I did not win, which isn't too surprising. The guy who did definitely made a very good remix that I feel like I can compete with if I just practice a little bit more and all that. So maybe next time around. I definitely have plans for more stuff I'll be doing of my own original songs, and that's all going to be based around my Byte Array music brand. If you want to check out my YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitter for that, the links will obviously be down in the description below. It's basically what I'm going to be doing most of my music that's separate from my games with, so all my game soundtracks will still just be released under Joshua Stone. We'll see how it goes, but I definitely do want to play with that more as time goes. So anyway, aside from that, also done some stuff on Everybody That's Universe. Not a whole lot, but I've at least done a bit. I've been getting back into working on the blocks menu, as well as some general bug fixes and such. And there's some annoying quirks about using the HTML DOM for the user interface. Particularly one issue right now is how the browser just loves to scroll to the input you're typing in, even if it's outside of the bounds of an overflow hidden div. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to find ways to go around that, and I think I figured out a few options, but I shouldn't have to. This should just work. Why is it scrolling something that's not set to scroll? But anyway, we're gonna figure it out. It's just annoying things like that that always get in the way. Another thing I'll be working on over the next couple weeks is I'm going to be working on a new version of my Ludum Dare entry, See No More. I'm actually going to be kind of remaking the entire game to do well as a web game, so it's going to be a lot more based around the puzzles, so more levels, and the story is going to be consolidated a bit, and I want to make it a little more interesting, add a few more events, things that go weird while you're doing what you're doing. So I'll of course be updating you guys on the progress on that, but I just barely started on some of the design stuff, so definitely going to have a lot of work to do over the next few weeks, especially trying to work alongside Everybody at the Universe. But this is going to have to be something that I get better at over time anyway, because I'm going to be working on my own stuff throughout all the time that I'm working on Everbats Universe. And of course, over time, I'll be doing less and less on Everbats Universe, because there's going to be less and less work as the game gets stable and has all the features pretty much there. It's just going to be adding stuff every once in a while over time, and for all I know, maybe I will take less and less of a leading role in development, maybe move more into design. There's all sorts of possibilities in the future. But this is where we're at right now, and I just need to get better at juggling around the different tasks so I can get them all done in a reasonable amount of time. So I'll learn over time, get better at all of this, and get making stuff. So anyway, I guess that is going to have to be it for today. So as always, I do want to thank my contributors over on Patreon. It is a massive help. So if you want to check it out for yourself, the link will be down in the description below. And of course, I want to thank everybody as patrons as well. So yeah, I'll see you around. Goodbye.